Hello everybody, it's Chris Marder Games here. Now I've just finished my my Chris Marder 9 video. I just did a Swedish thing or word of the week part 3. But I'm now over to my other gaming channel and I'm going to be showing you a nice little haul that I've been saving up for this one video. It's been a while since my last video. I did like a one showing you a couple of PlayStation games, but in this haul I've got 4 new PlayStation games. I've got 2 new PlayStation 2 games and 2 brand spanking new PlayStation 3 games. One of them, however, is a bit old, but it's a curious one that I just had to go out and get. So, through my curiosity, I'm a curiositant in gaming. Now, if you don't know what curiositant means, a curiositant is a person who is curious of a game franchise, but is not an actual fan. Is not an actual fanatic. And let me just get this a little bit closer. Turn that down a little bit. I'm always getting too picky with the actual camera angle, but never mind. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, so I've got like a nice little tower here of games. None of them are football games. I mean, football games are quite popular nowadays, but I seem like I've got plenty of them, and I like to broaden my my categories of games. So okay, so we'll start off with the 4 PlayStation 1 games. The first one is the first Battle Arena Toshinden 1. This is on the PlayStation 1, and this is the first Toshinden game before the Toshinden 2 one that I bought a few months ago. But this is the first one, so now I have both the first one and the second one now. I don't know where I can get Toshinden 3. If anyone, well, I can probably get it online, but it's bloody expensive. But I got this for 10p, could you believe? 10p for this. This is a bloody gem, this is. But this is Toshinden 3, no, sorry, Toshinden the first one. So it's actually a very good game, but it's a hard son of a bitch. It's like you can play as the main characters like Kayan and EG. I think it's ID or EG, whatever his name is. But there is a character on there called Fo, F-O, and God, he is a hard son of a bitch. If you have this on normal difficulty and you play up against Foe, you will lose every time, I guarantee it. It is a hard son of a bitch, and it's a button masher. If you thought Soul Calibur was bad, I dare you to check this out. It is more of a button masher than it is Soul Calibur. I kid you not, I'm not even kidding you. Anyway, so that's Toshinden, the first one. Then we got another real steal and a bargain for 10p. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Now I got this from the same charity shop I got from this one. Excuse me. This also cost me 10p. 10p! And it's also my first ever game, like, in the flesh, owned for Crash Bandicoot. I don't own Crash Bandicoot 1. I've got that downloaded on my PlayStation 3. But this game is the first Crash Bandicoot game I've ever owned. Ever. So I can't believe I've never owned a Crash Bandicoot 3 game. But there you go. Got it for 10p from the charity shop. Can you believe it? Okay. Now this next game is, it's bad. It is so bad, I'm even thinking about doing a proper review. Remember when I did my Versus and my Tony Miele Soccer? Well, this game, I kid you not, I might even do a proper review on this one. It's Men in Black, the game. Now, I've actually played this, just a little test of it. Because normally when I buy my games, I sort of like go home and I just put it in my PlayStation just so I can check it out. Now, looking at the back of this, it looked promising. It looked really promising. I mean, you know, it's Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones on the back of it, you know, and it looks like a promising game. You know, you're fighting aliens and all this shit. Sorry, it's just gone blacked out. But no, when I put this in and I played it, it was probably the worst game I've ever played. Now, please do not mock me, or you don't have to. Well, you could just tell your opinion. But I played this for 5 minutes, and I was in awe. I could not believe how terrible this game is. So, if anybody has played this game, let me know of it. Is it any good? Do you think it's good, or because a lot of people, funnily enough, a lot of people on my actual Soccer 3 game have said to me that I haven't played the game well enough to be able to say that it's bad. And for that, I apologise. I might even redo that game so that I can tell everybody that I was wrong. I should have played the game a bit more. So, but there you go. Men in Black, the game. Well, it's absolutely appalling. It's so bad. I'm even going to do a proper video, like a proper video review on this. You know when I did the Versus and Tony Miller Soccer? This is next. So, Men in Black, the game. I'm going to be working on a video for that, so stay tuned for that. Okay, the next game is actually one I got online. It's Army Men 3D. I've always wanted to own an Army Men game. Now, I remember my cousin when he used to come here back in the day. He brought this one called Operation Meltdown. Now, I believe it's the other name for it is probably World War. I'm not entirely sure. The game is called Operation Meltdown, but it's also called something else. I think it's called World War. Army Men World War. I'm not sure. It's the same game as this, but it's more World War based, like Germany and World War in Germany and things like that. But this is the actual original Army Men 3D. It comes close to it. It's actually the first Army Men game. And I sort of played it, and it's so fun. It's really good. I like using the flamethrower on the boot camp. It's pretty good. So there you go. Okay, so that's all the PlayStation 1 games that I bought recently. I'm now moving on to the PlayStation 2. One that you've already seen on a video, because I've already done a video on it. Ratchet Clank. This game is bloody awesome. I love this game. Like I said, I've done a video on this game already. It's bloody good. Give it a go, because it's so brilliant. RK Wheels, I'm looking at you, mate. I honestly play this game. It's brilliant. The next game that I've got here is King of Fighters. The saga. This is like 2 games in one, I think. This is like. This is like the 2000 game and the 2001 game all in one, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you see, I think there you go. King of Fighters 2000 2001. So I'm assuming that there's like 2 games in one. So it's like All Stars but in King of Fighters. So this game is pretty good, I think. Yeah, I mean, I sort of play this on my my big TV. And it is a little bit pixelated, but if you play it on a standard TV, it works. It looks really good. It looks pretty well done. I'm a curiositant. There's that word again. Curiositant of King of Fighters. I know that there is a new King of Fighters game out. I've actually looked for it yesterday. That's funny enough when I went yesterday and see if I could find it, but I couldn't find it absolutely anywhere. But I'm a curiositant of King of Fighters. I don't think it's as popular as things like Street Fighter or anything like that. But King of Fighters is really good. There are a really good, interesting couple of characters. There's one called K-Dash. I think it's K-Dash. K-Dash. Is it just K? I'm not sure. But he's like similar to Jin Kazama and Ryu from Tekken. Ryu from Street Fighter and Jin from Tekken. He's like the sort of antagonist. And you got this guy here. I don't know if you can see this guy. This guy here he's called Iori. That's K-Dash there. And I'm not sure where Kaio is. There you go. There's Kaio there. Kaio. and that one there is Ryo. His name is actually Ryo. I think his name is Ryo. I'm not sure, but pretty similar to Ryu. And this guy, this is one of my favourite characters. If you can see that at the top there, the guy with the funny hair and the band thing. His name is Joe Kigashi, and he's like my favourite character. He's like a Thai boxer. So this game is really good, very good in fact. If you can get your hands on it, I would give it a go. It's very similar to Street Fighter. So there you go. There's another one for your arcade wheels. Oh, I'm giving you all these games to play. Oh. Alright, so from one fighting game to another fighting game. This is an old game. This is like a 2007 one. We're moving on to PlayStation 3, by the way. Picked this one up for £7 from Game. It's called Virtua Fighter 5. This is a 2007 game. I've never owned a Virtua Fighter game. Never owned a Virtua Fighter game. I know the characters though. I know there's one called Sarah. There's one called what's this guy's name? I think it's Akima or Akira or something. And there's also one on here that looks like Rey Mysterio from the WWE as well, which is quite cool with the mask and everything. But there's some interesting characters on this thing. It's like it's very good. Now, if you look at this guy on the back here, right in the middle, that looks so much like Ryu from Street Fighter. If you don't think that looks like Ryu from Street Fighter, there is something wrong with you. But that's Virtua Fighter 5. Brilliant game. I like this. I've already played this. It is actually bloody good. The only problem is that you can't play this online. I guess it was probably because of the fact that this was made in 2007 and online gaming was kind of rare. Don't ask me why I just said that. I'm probably completely and utterly wrong, but stupid old git. Anyway, this is the final game that I got for Christmas from my loving and dearest grandparents. I found this when I went to my cousin's on Sunday. Everybody should know this game by now. This is probably dubbed as one of the best games on the PlayStation 3. It's only a PlayStation 3 formatted game. You can't get this on the Xbox. You probably know what it is by now. Uncharted 3. Yes, I have it, and I have played some of it, and it's bloody good. I'll tell you what. This is no other adventure game I've ever seen. Honestly, it's like if you've ever seen a cutscene in a game, it's pretty much different to the gameplay, right? You know, when you sort of like play the game and you watch loads of cutscenes. It's like you're watching a cutscene and you're actually interacting at the same time. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, you know, I only saw this game in like reviews, and I sort of thought to myself, you know, how can this be the best game ever? You know, you've got like Skyrim, and you have like you know, the likes of COD games and everything, but this, bloody Nora, this is brilliant. I love this. If you've got like a minute and you like sit down and you want to like break for 5 minutes, then this is the game for you. Uncharted 3, brilliant game. I'm so glad I got it for Christmas. So top game. So there you go. That's my latest haul for this month. I don't know if I should do this monthly or weekly. I don't know, but wow, this is 14 minutes long. Bloody hell! This is gonna take a while for me to upload. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this nice little haul that I've been doing. And yeah, this is getting to 15 minutes. I don't want to make this too long, otherwise it'll take a year to upload. So there you go. Until the next video, I shall see you later, guys. Hey do!